Hi, this is Damaris, and today I wanted to talk about loneliness. Now, why is it that some people feel alone even though they're in a party, perhaps a networking event, a family gathering, and they just feel like they're alone? They're in this room with all these people, all these bodies around them, but they're not feeling connected. There's, this sense of like, I could just be home. I don't have to be here, right? And so what happens is you start talking to people there, and even though you're having conversations, maybe they're okay conversations, there's a disconnect. And that could be because there's no vibrational match in this place with these people. You're not matching up with them. You have a vibe, and this vibe is just not agreeing with this. So you feel like even though you're having a conversation, you're not feeling seen, you're not feeling heard. Perhaps it's a one-way conversation where they're just chatting away and you're definitely not feeling any of those things, right? So what do you do? What do you do in that situation? Well, I personally would ask myself, what do I like doing with others? What would I like to do with others? Like if you enjoy eating out in restaurants, you're a big foodie, maybe that's something to do with others. Perhaps, hiking, being in the outdoors is your thing. You would like to enjoy that or share that with other like minded people, then that could be your thing. But you have to ask yourself, generally, what would you like to do? Like, really ask yourself that question. And once you find that out, and once you start listing out things, maybe there's one, maybe there's 10, then you can start looking for where you can find this. It won't come to you. You have to go looking for it. So in the US, we have meetups, meetup.com, and they have a group for anything. I mean, if you're into all sorts of different activities, board games, just walks, whatever it may be, they're in there. And if you find that, okay, I'm not seeing people that want to do, I don't know, walks or something like that, then create the group, right? I mean, you can also create if you want to meet other like-minded people. There's also Facebook local groups or a group near your town. You can look there, but you have to actually take action. You have to do something so that you can actually start feeling connected to others. We all have a right to for that. We should feel like we're around people that can, we can vibe with, right? That are more of a match. And also wanted to mention in the UK, I know there's also I think it's called the Chatty Coffee Scheme or something like that. You can always look that up. That's another option where they meet up for coffee and to chat, for people that want to, join that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so if you find yourself in that situation, especially all the time, then you definitely are not in the right place and you need to find your people. Now, if you find yourself procrastinating in making friends and taking action and getting out there, joining groups or local events, then there's something else going on there, right? Like why, you want this and you can take this action to get closer, but you're not even willing to do that. Then what is happening there? Why are you stopping yourself from going out there and doing this? Like, are there other things happening that you're thinking about that is preventing you from doing that? Something to think about. Because when somebody wants something, they go for it and they're procrastinating, then there might be some other fears perhaps that are keeping you from doing that or joining people, or maybe, I don't know, sometimes we have all these thoughts that prevent us from moving forward. And, we really deserve our best life. We can make that happen for ourselves if we really want to. We have control in our hands to do this. And if you find yourself stuck with some patterns or some habits, which you feel like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Damaris, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna join this group. I'll do it tomorrow, like tomorrow is the busiest day of the week. Don't leave it for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, once you end this video, go look, go research, see what's out there. It might be fun, like make it a fun event. Because, you don't need to make things dull and boring. You can just make it fun. See what possibilities out there. Maybe there's even groups there you didn't even think about joining that you might actually want to do, You never know. Well, if you decide to go and join these groups and you find yourself still a little bit lonely, even though they're sharing activities that you like and you are talking about similar interests, then perhaps there's a few things that could be happening. And one of them could be that you are not being vulnerable, I guess. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. And obviously, vulnerable, you have to be, mindful. It all depends on context and, type of people. But you definitely need to share a little bit about yourself to others, just so they can also feel that connection and they can also feel like open to share their stuff. Otherwise, if you're like, yeah, I'm good, and yeah, I did this, and conversation's over, then you're not really sharing much. So don't expect much back unless they're one of those chatty people that just like to talk. But you don't want that. What you want is a real connection with others. And you deserve that. You really do. So if you find yourself in that place of, I don't want to share anything, I really don't care to, but I also want to connect with people, then this is when you can actually reach out to me and we can talk about it and we can find out how we can get you to your goal, which is to be connected. Well, I look forward to hearing from you and let me know how it goes.